Now they're just about set. In the gate. And the runner's away. Good start for Abra Jabra. Emma's a Beast got away smartly the outside, but here goes Bella's back, and she wastes no time to go right after the lead. Classic Leah picks up the chase sharply from the rail. Span of 3 back to close the show low, and Kissable You up the outside, 7 off the leader and a half mile away now. 22 and 8/100ths as they open the quarter, and Bella's back under Julian Couton strides away from them now. She's opened up by 3.5 or 4. Classic Leah's chasing on the outside. Abra Jabra's into third. Close the show low, tries to find room now. Gearing up is Kissable You the outside, but with a quarter mile to go. Look at Bella's back, dominating at the top of the stretch, off the turn and running for home. She's clear by 4. Classic Leah trying to carve into that margin in the final 200 yards, but Bella's back, stretching clear by 4 or 5 in deep stretch. And Bella's back in the final 70 yards, trying to hold off the charge of Close the Show Lows, flying on the outside. Bella's back remains undefeated this season. Close the Show Low second best to Classic Leah. Abra Jabra, Kissable You. Emma's a Beast. Time of the race 1:10 and 93/100ths. We'll let them go for a mile. And the runner's away. Good start for Reno Roy from the outside, and David Knows Best broke smartly and goes right up to engage quickly. RBI settled into stride just back of the lead pair as they race around the Mount Rainier turn. And David Knows Best has the rail and the lead by a half. Reno Roy shadows the leader from the outside, second by 2.5. RBI's racing third by 2. My Grandpa next on the outside begins to pick up the running, 2.5 back to Wilson to Lockett, and they're 5/8 of a mile away, 23 and 53. The opening fraction. David Knows Best at the inside, just in front. Reno Roy's right there to look him dead in the eye. RBI on the outside is poised in third. My Grandpa continues to tug away at the bit. Still 3 more back to Wilson to Lockett, and they're into the far turn, 3/8 of a mile to go. Reno Roy nudged along from the outside, and David Knows Best, and those two move as one. RBI is racing back third. It's a green light for Wilson to Lockett, who comes sifting through horses now, and they round the turn and run for home. Reno Roy just in front. David Knows Best, and Wilson to Lockett's launching a bit on the outside. Here comes Wilson to Lockett on the attack now. In deep stretch, Wilson to Lockett captures the lead. Reno Roy fights back at the inside, but it's Wilson to Lockett for the touchdown. Reno Roy was second, close to show. David Knows Best and RBI. My Grandpa at the tail. Time for the mile, 1:39 and 46/100ths. And they are in the gate. And the runner's away. Lukenbach broke smartly, final rose off well, and Hold Me Close one from the inside. Have You Lost Your Mind up to the outside, fan 4 wide round the turn. Majestic Cafe's tucked in behind the leaders now as they make their way around the Mount Rainier turn. And Lukenbach goes on to set the tone here and lead it by a length. Hold Me Close on the outside, 2.5 to Final Rose, a closer third, a length and a quarter. Majestic Cafe, ground saving trip, fourth at the rail. Master Recoveries to the outside of that, still 2.5 or 3. Back to Have You Lost Your Mind, and Naumea begins to stir from back of the field. Midway up the back stretch they go, and now a half mile remains, and Lukenbach continues to lead it by a length and a half. On the outside, Hold Me Close is still right there as they take it into the far turn. On the outside, Final Rose keeping pace, shadowing the leader. Majestic Cafe's 3 off the lead now, and Master Recovery follows. Midway around the turn they go. Lukenbach at the inside, met by the challenge of Final Rose from the outside, and those two come off the turn together. Majestic Cafe has an opening at the rail, and they head for home now. Lukenbach in front, Final Rose the outside, Majestic Cafe third, Final Rose coming on now from the outside, gets to the lead. Lukenbach battles back, but Final Rose just in front. Here's the wire, Lukenbach's come back, those two to the wire. What a finish. Majestic Cafe third, Have You Lost Your Mind, Master Recovery, Hold Me Close, and Naumea Photo finish in the third. And runner's way. Good start for Arcadian Storm. Mr. Atlantico broke away smartly as well. 2 lengths back of that from between horses. Mama Call Me Boo is racing on third now. Along the inside there, Great One off the rail. At the inside, Command Sergeant Major is next. We Miss Gino at the tail of the pack as they continue to run for the far turn. On the outside, Mr. Atlantico just in front. Arcadian Storm is right there. Those two move together, and they're 2 clear of Mama Call Me Boo from the outside. They're great into fourth. Count Alexi is next on the outside. 2 to Command Sergeant Major, and We Miss Gino with a 1/4 mile to go. And they round the turn and run for home. Arcadian Storm puts a nose in front from the inside. Mr. Atlantico battles back. Mama Call Me Boo in the center of the course. 200 yards to the finish. Arcadian Storm digs in, opens up by 3. Mama Call Me Boo on the outside, and Mr. Atlantico. Arcadian Storm home in front. Mama Call Me Boo, Mr. Atlantico followed there. Great was next. Command Sergeant Major, Count Alexia, and We Miss Gino. Time of the race, 1:11 and 41/100ths. Back in. All set. And runners away. Good start for Decimate. Neumeister quick into stride to capture the lead with Red Hurricane on the go. Then El Maestro, Big Paper Daddies in the early chase as well. Up to the outside, Thunder Music, 4 off the beat, span of 3 to Tricky Lee and Midnight Mojo as they take it around the far turn, 3/8 of a mile away. And out front, striding clear, is Decimate. Decimate has opened up 5 on the field. Neumeister is chasing El Maestro from between horses. Big Paper Daddy kicks on at the inside. They round the turn and run for home. Decimate under Jennifer Whitaker leads them down the stretch with a furlong to go. And Decimate is opened up by 5. Neumeister is chasing an El Maestro, but there'll be no stopping Decimate. Decimate's a winner at first asking. Big Paper Daddy into second, El Maestro third. The outside Thunder Music to Midnight Mojo, Tricky Lee, Red Hurricane, and Neumeister. Running time 58 and 37/100ths. All-American Hero, the 9-5 choice. Here we go for the 6th. In the gate. And runners away. All-American Hero broke smartly from the outside. Catfish Hunter was quick into stride as well. Then comes Aiden's Dream, one from the rail to the outside on the go. A length back to Bear Chum, moving through Attaboy Billy at the inside. Length and a half more to Muncie up from the outside. Gap of 5 to Take Charge Deputy, far back today. Midway up the backstretch and a half mile to go, 22 and 1 opening fraction. Aiden's Dream skims the rail and leads it 3 parts of a length. All-American Hero situated to the outside. Catfish Hunter is tracking in third. Bear Chum fourth on the outside of that. Attaboy Billy has room at the rail to run through. Muncie is next and Take Charge Deputy 7 away. Quarter mile remains as they run to the top of the stretch. Aiden's Dream still out front. Kicks clear by 3 as they round the turn and run for home. Aiden's Dream off the turn, chased by Bear Chum with just over a furlong to go. It's Aiden's Dream on the lead. Bear Chum trying to come after the leader. On the outside, Catfish Hunter, Aiden's Dream, and Julian Couton looking to go gate to wire. Aiden's Dream won it by a length and a half. Bear Chum was second, late running Take Charge Deputy third. Then came Muncie, Attaboy Billy, Catfish Hunter, and All-American Hero. Time of the race, a minute 16 and 54 100ths. Time for the Kent Stakes. And runners away. Sophomore girls let go in the Kent Stakes. Good start for Coastal Run. Determined to go to the front. Chased away by Zippin' Sevens. Down along the inside, Oreo's Dreams in the early search as well as they progress up the backstretch. A length and a half to Blazing Bella Blue, 4 off the leader. Outside comes La Una. At the rail is Broad Approval. Still 2 to Miss Lynn and Camden High. And they're 8 front to back, less than a half mile away in the Kent Stakes. Coastal Run breezing along, leads it by 2, 2.5. Zippin' Sevens is chasing next. Blazing Bella Blue begins to stir on the outside in third. 2.5 back to Oreo's Dream. Broad Approval wants to get into it as well. Quarter mile away as they run to the top of the stretch. Blazing Bella Blue from the outside, surging forward. Coastal Run is there. Broad Approval at the inside. Oreo's Dream still in the chase, but out front. Pulling clear is Blazing Bella Blue. Broad Approval is chasing. Grandstand side comes Miss Lynn, rolling late. Blazing Bella Blue wins the Kent. Broad Approval was second, late running Miss Lynn third, followed by Zippin' Sevens. La Una was next to Camden High. Coastal Run, Oreo's Dream. Time on the board, 1 minute 17 and 34 100ths. Cabin to get us underway. They are in the gate for the Irish Day Stakes. Runners away in the Irish Day. They broke away in a straight line start. Dutton now emerges to the front as they head out of the chute onto the main oval. Along the inside, just passing through, is right there to kick on. Top Executive in the early chase. Big Endeavor placed fourth at the rail by 2. Cowboy Cabin racing 5 off the leader. Bobby Brinkley's in stride with that. Gap of 4 back to Naval Escort. Slews Tiz Whiz from second last, and 3 back to House of Lords. 10 front to back, just over a 3/8 of a mile to go. Dutton has the rail and the lead as they take it into the turn. Top Executive is right there to shadow the leader. And gearing up is Bobby Brinkley into third from the outside. Just passing through, back fourth, and a quarter mile remains in the Irish Day Stakes. And Top Executive brings him off the turn, a length to the good. Bobby Brinkley's right at his throat from the outside. Here comes Bobby Brinkley on the attack with a final furlong to go. Top Executive, Bobby Brinkley on the outside. These two in a slugfest in deep stretch. A 16th to go. On the inside, Top Executive, Bobby Brinkley. Top Executive has won the Irish Day. Bobby Brinkley second best to Naval escorted him back to Slews Tiz Whiz, House of Lords. Big Endeavor followed. Cowboy Cabin just passing through, and Dutton. Time of the race, a minute 16 and 62 100ths. A bold effort by Top Executive. Now they're in.
No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. No.
And runners away. Good start for Southern Venture from the outside, who goes for the early lead. Guarding Elk Camp, situated at the rail, chasing with Excess Coil, Cards and Coffee fourth. A length and a half to Daddy's Little Girl. French Tudor is next at the inside in 4 score. They race on for the far turn with a half mile to go. Southern Venture blazes the trail, leads it by 3.5. Guarding Elk Camp is tracking second. Into third on the outside comes French Tudor next. 2 more back to Cards and Coffee. 4 score the outside, 2 to Excess Coil at the rail and Daddy's Little Girl. Just over a quarter mile away now as they run to the top of the stretch, and Southern Venture takes them off the turn, 3 to the good. French Tudor trying to cut into the margin. Guarding Elk Camp is racing back third as they straighten way down the lane. And Southern Venture takes them inside the final furlong on the outside. French Tudor is still chasing, racing back third. Guarding Elk Camp 70 yards for home. And Southern Venture and Leslie Mawing will take the nightcap, clear by 3. Daddy's Little Girl rushing in second. French Tudor was third. Guarding Elk Camp to 4 score, Excess Coil and Cards and Coffee. Time of the race, 1:13 and 14 1/100ths.